Hello all dear students. Today in this lecture we are going to study the difference between private limited company and public limited company. First point, in a private limited company minimum 2 members and maximum 200 members can come together. Means there are limitations on the maximum members in a private limited company. In case of public limited company, minimum 7 members can come together and there is no any limit on the maximum numbers. Means in a public limited company, huge number of people can come together and they can start the business as a company. Second point, in a private limited company, name of company should be with word private limited. Means the private limited word must be mentioned in the name of the private limited company. And in case of public limited company, the word limited must be mentioned in the name of the company. So we can easily identify the company as private limited or public limited company. Third point, at the time of the registration in a private limited company, minimum 2 directors are required. In case of public limited company, minimum 3 directors are required. Next, fourth point, to start a private limited company, minimum rupees 1 lakh of capital is required. In case of public limited company, minimum rupees 5 lakh rupees capital is required. Next, fifth point, in a private limited company, there are limitations on the transferability of the shares. Means the ownership of the shares from one person to another person cannot be transferred easily. There are some limitations made by the law. In a public limited company, the ownership of the shares can be transferred from one person to another person easily. Means there are no any limitations on the transferability of the shares. Next, sixth point, private limited company have limitations on issue of shares and debentures to common public. Means private limited company cannot issue the shares and debentures to the common public by issuing the notice or prospect in a newspaper. But in public limited company, no limitation on issue of shares and debentures to common public. Means public limited company can issue prospect and issue notice in the newspaper to sell their shares. Next, seventh point, private limited company can start their business as registered. Means as far as get the certificate of registration or certificate of registration or incorporation, private limited company can start their business. But in a public limited company, the certificate of commencement of business is required. Means public limited company has to complete the 4 stages known as promotion stage, incorporation stage, minimum capital subscription stage and certificate of commencement of the business. Means these 4 stages must be completed by the public limited company, then they can start their business. But in a private limited company, only the promotion stage and registration stage, but these 2 stages must be completed by private limited company, so they can start their business. Next, eighth point, private limited company can't issue shares warrant. Share warrant is a negotiable instrument and which is share warrant is issued to the fully paid shareholders. But private limited company cannot issue this document. But in a public limited company can issue the share warrant. Means those who fully paid shareholders can request to the company to get the share warrant. So after getting the share warrant, it can be transferred from one person to another person easily. Next, ninth point, private limited companies required to sign article and memorandum at least 2 directors. Means at the time of the registration, 2 directors must sign the article and memorandum of the private limited company. In public limited company, at least 3 directors should sign the memorandum and article of association at the time of the registration. 10th point, there are very less limitations on the private limited company as compared to public limited company, because on the public limited company there are various restrictions, because the public limited company has collected the capital from the common people. So to protect the interest of the common public, there are some limitations on the public limited company. Next, 11th point, directors can take loan from company. Means in case of private limited company, directors can take the loan from the company. In public limited company, directors cannot take loan from company. Means public companies are not allowed to provide the loan to the directors. Next, 12th point, private limited company, there are no limitations on the managerial remuneration. Managerial remuneration means remuneration paid to directors, managing directors. So there are no any limitations on the remuneration in a private limited company. In case of the public limited company, there are some restrictions that the remuneration paid to the managers or managing directors and directors should not be more than 11% of net profit. Means public limited company cannot give the remuneration to the managerial personnel more than the 11%. Means there are restrictions on the remuneration in a public limited company. So here in this lecture we studied the difference between private limited company and public limited company. Thank you.